back to Dirty Go Running. This is the breakdown for the Xtreme Sports Challenge workout exercises. I'll be running through each of the exercises for you, showing the proper form as well as showing any modifications for those of you that aren't quite up to the more advanced versions yet. Great thing about this workout is no equipment needed at all. It is all body weight exercises. There's going to be a lot of cardio as well as a lot of the explosive movements that really target the legs, the butt, the abs. So, really hope you enjoy it. This is only 12 minutes long. I did this workout last night. It's a hard 12 minutes to do. I was completely gassed at the end of it. So, there's 6 exercises. The breakdown is going to be 50-second work interval to a 10-second rest interval. We're going to run through that 2 times. Like I said, a total of 12 minutes. So, make sure you set the interval timers to 12 sets of 50 and 10. Only equipment needed is going to be an interval timer. Make sure you have a lot of room for this one. Like I said, we're doing a lot of explosive movement, so there's going to be some lateral movement as well as some forward movement with this. These exercises are inspired by some of my favorite extreme sports. There's some surf moves in here, some snowboarding moves, some ski moves. So, really hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's a killer. So, make sure that you give it 100%. If you give it 100%, you're really going to feel it at the end. You're really going to feel like you got a good workout. So, moving into the exercises. The first one are going to be surfer burpees. For this, we're going to go drop down, kick your legs back into a push-up, and when you come up, you're going to come up into a surfer form. So, one leg is going to come forward, the other leg is going to kind of stay back. So, up like that, hop up into a surfer position. We're going to go back down into our push-up and to the other side. When you're coming up into the surfer pose, it's going to be facing out this way. Front leg's going to be pointing forward a little bit. Back leg's going to be pointing off to the side. Want to make sure that we keep those knees dropped down. Really want to work those thighs, the glutes, almost kind of like a little bit of a mini squat. So, do a couple of those, just kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like when you do it at full speed. So back, push up, surfer, back, push up, out, and surfer. If you cannot do that quite yet, you can always go at a little bit slower pace. So for that, what you're going to do, put your hands down in front of you. You can walk those feet back, then do your push-up, walk your feet forward, come up. Other modification, so when you go down, you walk those feet back. You can go down onto your knees for the push-up if you need to. Come up, back up onto your feet, walk your legs forward and out. So, make sure with that you're alternating sides. You're going to go to the left, and you're going to go to the right, switching back and forth. See how many you can do in that 50 seconds. The next one are going to be mountain climbers. You probably did these as a kid in gym class. For that, you're going to go down. Arms are going to be straight. You want to make sure that those hands are right below your shoulders. And you're going to alternate your feet back and forth, kind of like a little bit of a running man. So, back and forth. To modify this, just go at your own pace. If you need to go a little bit slower, that's fine. If you need to go a little bit slower still, you can always do walking once. So step back, bring that foot forward. It's a little bit easier version. Biggest thing though, really make sure that the wrist stays underneath the shoulders. You don't want to be going out too much. And also too, making sure those hips stay up in the air. You don't want them dropping down at all. The next move we're going to do is going to be snowboarder squats. So for this, you're going to get kind of into a little bit of a side squat, a little bit of a sumo squat almost, but that front leg's going to be rotated out just a little bit. Arms out for balance. Going to drop down into a squat, come up, and hop. Down into a squat, then hop. Squat, and hop. If you can't do the full 180 with the turn, you can always go down to your squat, step it up, back, squat, step, back. A little bit easier modification. The next one we're going to go to is going to be the rock climber standing crunches. So for these, we're going to do 10 pulses on each side. Arms up in the air. Right knee is going to come down to that right elbow. So bring your elbow down and touch it to the knee. After 10, you're going to switch sides and go left knee to left elbow. Not really, everyone should be able to do that. Modification is going to be doing it at a little bit slower rate. If you need to really step down in between, you can. So you need to, and hold. You can. Otherwise, more advanced, you're going to be kind of just doing more of a toe tap. And just tap that toe. When you're doing this, make sure that you're really engaging that core. Those abs should be nice and tight. Also, too, really engaging the thigh muscle here. That leg that's down on the ground. It should be holding most of your weight, so it's really going to work on your balance as well. The next one is going to be our skater lunges. So from those, we're just going to be jumping from side to side. This is a really dynamic movement. The intensity is going to be determined by how far side to side you can jump. So for more intense, you really want to get out there. A little bit less intense, make a little bit smaller lunges. So here we go. And that other leg's going to come back behind. Other thing with this is too, you're not going to be standing straight up. You want soft knees when you land. You're going to be coming down into almost a single leg squat. You're going to go side to side. So make sure you keep those knees nice and soft when you land. You shouldn't be coming all the way up into a standing position. That knee should be down and should be sinking into a little bit of a single leg squat when you go down. Like I said, easier modification is just smaller hops. Make it a little bit harder, bigger ones. Ooh, a little bit too big. And still a little bit too hard. You can go into a single leg side lunge. For that, you're just going to step out to the side, lunge it down, making sure that knee is, or that foot is facing forward. That knee should not be dropping below those, or should not be dropping in front of those toes. Go down, bring it up to the other side and up. Just simple side lunges if you can't do the full skater squat or skater lunge. The last one are going to be the ski abs. And for this, what you're going to do is we're going to start in plank position, and this is going to be a high plank. And basically, we're just going to jump those feet forward so the knees come up towards your left elbow. Jump back into plank, now to the right. Back to plank, to a tuck on the left side, back to plank, tuck on the right side. If that's a little bit too complicated, you can go down into a low plank and bring them up, back, back. Still a little bit too hard for you. You can always do step ups, so step it up and back, step it up, toe touch, and back. So those are the modifications and the exercises for you. Like I said, we're gonna run through each of these exercises 2 times, 50 seconds of work to 10 seconds of rest. So 12 minutes total. Very, very, very tough cardio workout today. You can tell I'm breathing hard just running through the exercises here for you. And let me tell you, last night when I ran through this exercise, or ran through the set myself, I was completely gassed at the end of the 12 minutes. So give it your best. Like I said, if you need to take a rest in the middle of a set to get that form back in check, take that rest. Don't push yourself to the point that you're hurting yourself. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this workout. It's a great one. It's really going to burn a lot of calories, like I said, and really work on firming those muscles in the legs and the butt and those abs as well. All right, enjoy.